It's a matchup between two that know each other well as the Pels face the Hornets. Fresh off a 5-game, 9-day road trip, the Birds had impressive victories over the Kings, the Warriors, and the Mavs. While the Hornets, losers in 16 of their last 17, swarmed to the Big Easy, tried to steal one on the road. It's the Birds and the Bees, and it's coming up next. After a successful road trip, Pels are finally back. And they're back for a 4-game homestand. That's the best part of it all. As tonight, they face for the final time this season, the Hornets of Charlotte. Hi, everybody. Along with AD, Antonio Daniels, and Jen Hill will be along in just a few minutes. Joel Myers, and welcome to the Smoothie King Center. Baby, it's cold outside, but we don't care because it's just good to be back home finally.
Everyone and their pipes have survived the deep freeze here in New Orleans. The Pelicans certainly glad to be back inside the Smoothie King Center for this upcoming 4-game homestand, starting with tonight's opponent, the Charlotte Hornets. Hi there, everybody. Welcome inside the Smoothie King Center. I'm Jen Hale. You know, this is game number 42 for your New Orleans Pelicans, so the official start.
Pels basketball on Bally Sports New Orleans, all brought to you by Smoothie King. As we welcome you back once again. Coldest it's been in the Big Easy in decades. It hit. And man, oh man, I don't blame them. Get those parkas out. The gloves, the parkas, but it really is appreciated. Had a good turnout as well as the guys are back home finally. After about 10 days, Ball, Rozier, Martin, Bridges, and Nick Richards. Nick Richards getting the start with the injury to their other big man. CJ's in the backcourt with Herb as usual, and it's good to see the same five. A healthy five for the Pels, because we've seen teams that have been banged up and hurt and on the road trip in particular, and that was the Pels too often.
Right, that's what I was going to say. This has been the team that has been hurt and banged up. So you're right. It's great to see this starting five back out there together on a consistent basis.
Beatty's Keys, all brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. AD.
Keys tonight, Joe, first and foremost, you have to contain this backcourt, right? The thing that we saw in Dallas is backcourts can win basketball games. Tim Hardaway Jr. and Kyrie Irving combined for 83 points 48 hours ago. First, you got to contain this backcourt. LaMelo Ball, Scary Terry Rozier, both excellent elite basketball players. Second, you got to stay on the attack offensively. What I mean by that is you have to test their defense. They are 29th in the league in defensive efficiency. That's 29 out of 30, Joe. Right? So this is not a very good defensive basketball team. You have to continue to stay on the attack offensively and test them defensively.
AD, how much stock do you put into trap games after a long road trip?
A lot of it.
Yeah, because
a lot of it.
There's a tendency, I'm home, I'm relaxed.
You know, the only reason I put stock into it, Joel, is because I've experienced it. Right? I can't explain the reason and rationale. I talked with Jen Hill and David Wesley on the pregame show about this.
Right.
I don't know what the reasoning is, but this first game after a long road trip is always the most difficult game.
And Steve Clifford's a really good coach. 13 through 18, he was their head coach, second tour of duty. And they've been banged up. And LaMelo Ball's been missing so many games. He's just back. This is his third game back, controlled by Martin after the Pels won the tip.